If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, one of the biggest questions you have right now is probably what's happening with home prices. In this video, we're going to navigate the sensational and shocking headlines about the real estate market that are, well, let's face it, designed to create fear and panic. So let's get started. Hi everyone, Meral Ibrahim here, realtor with Coldwell Banker Realty in the beautiful Palm Beaches, Florida. If you're already a fan of the Palm Beaches or if you're just starting to explore this beautiful region, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified of all my future videos and can join me as I explore everything the Palm Beaches has to offer. Today's topic is crucial because it addresses a common issue that affects many people, especially those interested in the real estate market or home ownership. You see, the media plays a significant role in shaping our perceptions and behaviors, and when it comes to home prices, sensational headlines can have a powerful impact. Think about it. How often have you come across shocking headlines like home prices plummeting or housing market in crisis? It's hard to ignore such attention-grabbing news, right? Well, that's exactly the problem. These headlines often create fear and panic among potential buyers or even current homeowners, leading them to make hasty decisions based on emotion rather than logic. But here's the thing. The real estate market is complex and there are various factors that influence home prices. It's not just a matter of doom and gloom as portrayed in the headlines. Supply and demand, economic indicators like interest rates and employment, and regional variations all play a role in determining the housing market's health. The media plays its part too, and sometimes headlines can be a bit sensationalized or biased to capture our attention. They might focus on short-term fluctuations without considering the bigger picture. So, understanding the broader context and looking beyond the flashy headlines is essential. It's crucial to seek expert insights and data-driven analysis from reputable sources. Real estate professionals and analysts can provide valuable perspectives to help us navigate the market with more clarity. This is not about ignoring news or being uninformed. It's about developing a critical mindset, seeking multiple perspectives, and making well-informed choices. Part of the issue is how headlines are talking about prices. They are basing their negative news by comparing current stats to the last few years, comparing this year's numbers to the 2 years we just experienced is almost worthless. The pandemic profoundly changed real estate over the last few years. The demand for a home of our own skyrocketed, especially in Florida, and people needed an office and a big backyard. Waves of first-time and second home buyers entered the market. Already low interest rates were driven into historic lows. The forbearance plan all but eliminated foreclosures. Home values reached appreciation levels never seen before. Now, things are getting back to normal. Comparing today's market to those years makes no sense. If you look at the headlines, you'd think there aren't any buyers out there. We still sell over 10,000 houses a day in the United States. Of course, buyer demand is down from 2017 to 2019, but according to Showtime, if we compare it to normal years, 27 to 2019, we can see that buyer activity is still strong. In case you're not familiar with Showing Time, the Showing Time index tracks the average number of buyer showings on active residential properties on a monthly basis, a highly reliable leading indicator of current and future demand trends. But you can't compare this year to those years when home prices reached record highs that were unsustainable. And as prices begin to normalize now, they're talking about it like it's a bad thing and making people fear that what's next. But the worst home price declines are already behind us. What we're starting to see now is the return to more normal home price appreciation. Mark Fleming, chief economist at First American, explains how more demand than supply keeps upward pressure on prices. History has shown that higher rates may take the steam out of the rising prices, but it doesn't cause them to collapse entirely. This is especially true in today's housing market, where the demand for homes continues to outpace supply, keeping the pressure on house prices. Doug Duncan, senior vice president, chief economist at Fannie Mae, states home price growth is exceeding expectations thanks to that high demand. Housing prices continue to show stronger growth than what was previously expected. Housing's performance is a testimony to the strength of demographic-related demand. And as prices begin to normalize now, they're talking about it like it's a bad thing and making people fear what's next. But the worst home price declines are already behind us. What we're starting to see now is the return to more normal home price appreciation. To help make home price trends easier to understand, let's focus on what's typical for the market and omit the last few years, since they were anomalies. Let's start by talking about seasonality in real estate. In the housing market, there are predictable ebbs and flows that happen each year. Spring is the peak home buying season when the market is most active. That activity is typically still strong in the summer, but begins to wane as the cooler months approach. Home prices follow along with seasonality because prices appreciate most when something is in high demand. That's why, before the abnormal years we just experienced, there was a reliable long-term home price trend. This graph below uses data from Case-Shiller to show typical monthly home price movement from 1973 through 2021. As the data from the last 48 years shows, at the beginning of the year, home prices grow, but not as much as they do entering the spring and summer markets. That's because the market is less active in January and February, since fewer people move in the cooler months. As the market transitions into the peak home buying season in the spring, activity ramps up and home prices go up a lot more in response. Then, as fall and winter approach, activity eases again. Price growth slows but still typically appreciates. Why is this so important to understand? In the coming months, as the housing market moves further into a more predictable seasonal rhythm, you're going to see even more headlines that either get what's happening with home prices wrong, or at the very least are misleading. They're going to mistake the slowing home price growth deceleration of appreciation that's typical of market seasonality in the fall and winter and think prices are falling depreciation. Don't let those headlines confuse you or spark fear. Instead, remember it's normal to see a deceleration of appreciation, slowing home price growth as the months go by. Staying informed is crucial, but it's equally important not to let panic take the wheel. When it comes to home prices and the real estate market, headlines can be quite dramatic, causing anxiety and fear. But here's the deal: panicking won't help us make wise decisions. Instead, let's remember to approach news with a balanced perspective. Take the time to research and seek out multiple sources of information. Even though the housing market is no longer experiencing the frenzy that was so characteristic of the last couple of years, it doesn't mean today's market is at a standstill. It actually, buyer traffic is still strong today. Buyers are still out there touring homes. They're more active than they were in May 2022 when sticker shock over higher mortgage rates started to set in, and certainly more than they were in the last normal years. Consulting local real estate experts can provide valuable insights that go beyond the sensational headlines. Understanding the bigger picture and long-term trends will give us a clearer view of the market's health. By staying informed without succumbing to panic, we'll be better equipped to make informed choices about our homes and investments. So, let's be mindful of how we react to those shocking headlines. Keep a cool head, do your homework, and stay informed in a thoughtful and measured way. Together, we'll navigate the real estate world with confidence and smart decision making. Thank you all for watching. I hope the video was helpful in shedding light on the impact of sensational headlines about home prices. And remember, staying informed is essential, but let's not let panic drive our decisions. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with more insightful videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm committed to providing you with valuable information to navigate the real estate market and other relevant topics. Your support means a lot to me, and I look forward to having you join me for future discussions. Until then, stay informed, stay rational, and let's make wise choices together. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.